Good day, dear students. Today we have a lesson with the 7th grade. The theme of our lesson is Remember This. Before we start our lesson, get acquainted with learning objectives. Understand independently specific information and detail in short, simple texts on a limited range of general and curricular topics. Keep interaction going in long exchanges on a range of general and curricular topics. Lesson objectives: read about people with very good memories, read for general meaning and specific information, talk about memory. These are our new words which will be useful in our lesson. From memory, жадынан. Photographic memory, фотографиялық жады. Remember, жаттау. Memorize, есте сақтау. Recite, жадқа айту. Memory, жады. Okay, now let's read and listen the text.
Track 1.32. Reading. Exercise 2. Meet the memory masters.
Some people call Stephen Wiltshire the human camera. Stephen was in a helicopter for 20 minutes above London. And then he drew pictures of the city from memory. Stephen wasn't born in London and he doesn't know the city. But in 20 minutes, he memorized hundreds of buildings. His pictures weren't perfect, but they were very detailed. Most people haven't got a photographic memory like Stephen. In fact, the maximum number of things people can usually remember from a list is about 6 or 7. But it is possible to train your brain. For example, Mahavir Jan from India memorized 18,000 words and definitions from an English dictionary. His English exams were easy after that, and now he owns 3 English schools. People also try to memorize pi. For most people at school, 3.142 is enough. But Akira Haraguchi from Japan once recited 100,000 digits of pi in 16 hours. He started at 9:30 a.m. on a Tuesday and finished at 1:28 a.m. the next day. It was a record. There are also memory superstars. Dominic O'Brien was first interested in memory after he left school, and he started to train his memory. In 1991, he won the World Memory Championships. He was World Memory Champion 7 more times between 1992 and 2001. In 2002, Dominic memorized the order of cards in 54 packs of playing cards. That's 2,808 cards. The world record was 2,704 cards. When he repeated the cards, Dominic was wrong only 8 times.
Okay, we just read the text. Now I have questions for you. Which 4 people does the text mention, and how are they similar? Yes, Stephen Wiltshire, Mahavir Jain, Akira Haraguchi, Dominic O'Brien. They all have good memories. Okay, good. Now let's do tasks. Read the text again, write true or false, correct the false sentence. The first, Stephen Wiltshire lives in London. Stephen drew a helicopter. Mahavir Jain learned 80,000 words and their meanings. Akira Haraguchi learned 100,000 digits of pi in 16 hours. Dominique O'Brien was world memory champion 7 times. Okay, you have a time. Let's check our answers. The first question, false. Stephen doesn't know the city. He drew a picture of it from memory. Second, false. Stephen was in a helicopter. Third question is true. Fourth question, false. He recited 1,100 digits of pi in 16 hours. Fifth, false. He was world memory champion 8 times. Good job. Next task, build your vocabulary. Complete a sentence with words or phrases in blue in the text. The first, can you? What the homework is tonight? I 10 English irregular verbs every night. The girl said the poem. My mom's almost got a. She says something and remembers it. I've got a terrible. I forget everything. Last one, my friend wants the alphabet from Z to A. Okay, you have a time. Let's check our answers. The first, remember. The second, memorize. The third, from memory. 4, photographic. 5th, memory. 6, recited. Well done. Next task, ask and answer the questions about you. The first, have you got a good memory? Give an example. How do you remember English vocabulary? And what things do you often forget? What things do you memorize? How often do you recite something? What is it? Is it good to have a photographic memory? Why and why not? I have possible answers. The first, yes, I have. I've got quite a good memory. For example, I can memorize poems easily. I usually use a special app with flashcards. I add new flashcards for the vocabulary I need to remember, and then I read how well I know the word. I often forget what I wanted to buy, so I write a shopping list before going shopping. Fourth, at school we have to memorize poetry, formals and rules. Fifth, I usually recite poems once or twice a month. The last one, I'm sure it's good to have a photographic memory. It would have saved me a